2. Live. So, and we are live. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for dialing in, everybody which are dialed in and who's looking at us at the Facebook live stream. I'm extremely happy to have someone from as far as Estonia today talking with me. Obviously, for him, it's already evening, and also everybody that are looking and joining us from UK. Thank you for dialing in. And US, you are in the middle of the day, so thank you for joining us. Today we have Aleksander with us. Aleksander Gansen is an entrepreneur and a business owner from Estonia. He has one very, very innovative business model, which we are going to talk about today. The name of the company is Space. And before we start to talk about that, Aleksander, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background?
Yes. Hi, Ragnar. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you for organizing this awesome event. I had the privilege to spend 2 evenings with you, although for you it's morning, but it's 9 p.m. in Estonia at the moment. So my background, I have been an entrepreneur since high school, basically. And after graduating from business school, I have been running my businesses in different fields, like in manufacturing, in wood processing, in furnishing. We still run one interior design company with my wife. She's an entrepreneur as well. And the last 5 years, I have been developing a tech company called Space that you mentioned, together with my friend and co-founder. He is also on the call here now. And on the side, we always have had our so-called Plan B. I have been involved with Amway and Network 21 international program, I believe pretty successfully. And especially now, at the time of crisis, I appreciate the work we have done years before.
Why is that? Why is it so important now?
Well, there are so many changes daily. Like, I don't know what was your schedule today, but I have spent like about 10 hours today in telecommunications with my team members with different countries. And I have counted my hours today, first time actually, just because I really wanted to understand what changed in my daily schedule. So everything changed. We are working from home indeed, and we are losing customers, we are losing revenue faster than we can pull new ones in. The rapid changes that we experience in the supply chain, all those countries in Europe that are locking down, and basically the trade in Europe have stopped. And in this situation, I think it's a very good idea to have a stream of income independent from traditional economy, so to say, because e-commerce, direct sales, this is something people appreciate and use daily. So we don't have to motivate anyone to take a shower or, I don't know, to wash their teeth. And we see that the revenue in e-commerce is booming, actually. So there are always losers, but there are always winners in every situation.
That's right. So what have you learned so far from the rapid changes happening in a global economy and specifically, as you already mentioned, in the supply chain?
Yes, as I mentioned, not only companies are locking down, the countries are locking down, continents are actually locking down. And many of our customers who are the local manufacturers are either losing their export partners or they're losing their contract suppliers. And it means that one day this situation will be over, but let's be fair. There won't be any valid database in June 2020 where you can actually get an updated data on the financials of those companies. So how strong are you sending money to the company which financial situation is under a big question mark? This is one side of that. Another side of that is obviously the lack of companies who are willing to organize shipments between different points on Earth, as part of our business is strongly connected with military logistics and special operations. Then, for instance, this week we were able to manage shipping masks from Italy to Estonia, and more to come. So those are the types of operations we never expected to run ever. And today, in the days of crisis, we are dealing with absolutely different kind of stuff. Very, very unusual for us. So we learn daily.
The scenarios are totally different and you're not really prepared for those scenarios.
There's no book for that, yes. So everyone should be really open-minded and creative nowadays.
So you have mentioned your team and your schedule and all of that. So how did you manage or managing daily to keep the team active and working from home is obviously not really helpful. But how do you manage all of that?
Well, a lot of things have been done, but there are still a lot to do because let's be honest, that's just the second week. And I think we can expect at least one more month or maybe more of remote working. So we have learned to use, there are not the new tools for that, but they were underused, let's say, for example, Zoom or different communication tools. But there are several very important questions we need to follow through at this stage. For instance, how to keep a spirit alive in the team. And we managed to do that by just staying online, speaking with our teams constantly. Like I mentioned today, over 9 hours, basically almost 10 hours online, motivating, asking questions, being present for them. And our operations team, I know that they kept their Zoom open basically for the whole day inside the team. So they have coffee together, they exchange some cat videos, and that's the new normality.
So we are learning on the way, or as we go. No, well, that's interesting to see that people are actually, and you see, we as humans, we still need that human touch, and we need to be in contact with others. So it's interesting to see. But What would you recommend, for example, for those, as you have now the experience of being the traditional business owner, doing the business traditionally, and also you have the e-commerce part, which is your sort of plan B, which which maybe one day could be your plan A, considering everything which is going on. Like, what would be the recommendations if we first start with a traditional business model, and then we talk about the marketing?
That's an excellent question. You actually answered the question. I strongly believe that if you are not learning today how to be present online already tomorrow, maybe with the small steps, maybe with the tiny initial visibility, then most probably we won't hear about you in the coming year. I believe that in our days, every business is a digital business. Doesn't matter if you are actually a hairdresser company or a tire company, you are an online business. And if you don't have a presence, if you don't know how to market yourself online, then you are doomed. So I would learn. I would take some webinars. I would find some good trainers, online coaches, and just start doing those small steps. And what I see today already happening here in Estonia, in our small town, tiny local producers are coming together. They are gathering online. They are organizing home deliveries, something that never happened before. So all those farmers, they are online businesses today. I think that's a very good example of that.
Do you have any other type of, like, just to give ideas? We in Las Cabos are facing very hard times. We live out of tourism, so all our hotels by now are closed. So there's huge amount of people unemployed. What other trends, like what you didn't see before? What are you seeing? Like, maybe that would give someone an idea of why don't I do that here?
There are many. One of the bottlenecks today is definitely packaging and home delivery. We experience it everywhere, in bigger cities, in smaller towns. You can be online, but if you don't have this facility for packaging, pre-packaging goods, then your delivery time is like 2 days. Absolutely. Well, and I think you should just go online and start asking questions. Talk to your community. There are definitely people who need help in something that you are good at. As for instance, my older son and his family, they are marketeers. And there are tons of small companies who are now missing this knowledge, and they are not ready to pay because they are lacking the cash flow, but they are ready to sign some kind of IOUs or even share the value of the company and share stocks with you, for the future earnings. And maybe this is a way of collaboration between you and different entities.
Oh, yeah. Would you be up to, for example, we have some people here, and would you be up to be a mentor for anyone who wants to know more, maybe about your space business, or maybe there is someone who is doing, for example, the network marketing? Can you tell us, like, from the network marketing, like, what are you doing now differently? Like, I know that network marketing is usually based on face-to-face meetings. So what do you do? What do you do now with that business?
Yes, you're right. In the past, it was like 99% offline business, except deliveries that happened online. But with our team, as majority of us are online entrepreneurs anyways, we have been building network marketing businesses online for almost a year already, maybe even more. And it's a time saver. I mean, learn to use the tools. For instance, today I was discussing the business with a lady from my town, but obviously due to coronavirus, we cannot meet. But there are no borders, and she was really interested and excited about the opportunity I offered her. By the way, she's a top-level marketeer, home mom with 3 kids, and after like 25 minutes presentation, you know what she said? She said, well, if you would come to me in December, which I planned, I would definitely say no to you. But today I must say that that's the only and the best offer I've got at the current situation. Because she was running the marketing campaigns for restaurants. They are all closed down. Nobody knows for how long. And this type of specialists, professionals, they are looking for opportunities. So yeah, of course, certainly, if there will be any question, I would be happy to help.
Would you say that today, what is the strength of network marketing? Would you say that for one, it always goes down what the product is, obviously, no? But is it because there's no capital investment? Like, what would be the why today someone would go back and take a look at it, like when you are in this situation, no?
Well, I could bring like 25 good reasons because really I'm deeply involved in that, and I learned to appreciate this business model for years, and this has been really a savior for us during the last crisis of 2008, 2009, because it basically replaced our income at that time. Today, well, first of all, there are no financial risks involved. And I don't think there are many people around us who are willing to take any financial risk today. And the ones who have made their investments in commercial real estate or generally in Airbnb apartments, they're losing money. And again, no one knows for how long. Because one of the trends today already that we experience, even the companies who are doing well, they are giving away their offices and moving homes. People are willing to work from home. And if you do so, if you already have decided for that lifestyle, then why not to have your personal business? And that's the second important issue, because when you're building your network marketing business, you are the business owner. You decide your hours, you decide your income, you decide your strategy, you decide your partnerships.
Very true.
And then obviously, one very important topic as I see it, when you are choosing your plan B, whatever it will be, what I would do if I were you, I would go to some direct sales website and search for number 1 companies. What are the top companies on the market? Because those are the companies who can actually support you. They can deliver, definitely, because if you're doing billions in sales, you have your supply chains in place. And what's the most important, those companies, they have their training systems. And whatever your background is, are you an engineer, a doctor, a marketeer, doesn't matter. That's the new subject for you, so you need to learn. And the stronger the company is, the more there are opportunities to learn the basic skills to launch it. And they're all online, so you can actually start building your cash flow, your income, your network from your home.
So it would be fair to say, let's say, if someone in today's moment is like, okay, I'm unemployed, but I'm thinking of starting by my own. So if they do sort of risk analyze or do they analyze what would be the business to do and etc. So would you recommend to have like a traditional formula, like on the one side, the non-traditional, which we can today say, for example, let's put network marketing there. What would be the line items which you would like recommend them to compare?
Well, first of all, the source of information is obviously very important, and it doesn't make much sense to go on Reddit or similar sites to ask for advice, because in most cases you'll get an opinion, and everyone has it, but what's the cost? Obviously, if you want to find an information that will exclude you from the business, you will definitely find it. I did this several years ago just for fun. I used a Google search engine to check how many people in the world hate Ferrari, or how many people hate marriage. And you know, a funny fact, but you can try it. There are much more people hating their spouse than people hating Amway. So from this perspective, as we can well assume that majority of our friends are a couple, official or unofficial, so we have a problem here. Yeah.
So
Yep.
would it be fair to say that if we conclude that one, you need to find a business which is not a luxury, it's something that we consume
yes.
anyways, no?
Oh yes, definitely. My wife, she's a perfect example. I'm just sitting and watching her Googling stuff. She loves shopping online, and the stuff she's Googling now, it's like 1000% different from what it used to be like 3 months ago. And it's household, it's cosmetics. All of my friends who know that we do sports and take supplements, all of our friends, they basically contacted us online that what kind of supplements do you use, where can we get them? So if you actually search for immunity, you will find out vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, and many other minerals and vitamins that are essential and crucial for your health and for immunity. And where do you buy them? I hope not in the drugstore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we all need to still brush our teeth, and we need to wash our clothes, and we still need to do it. So now it's the new way. Like you don't go to the supermarket anymore. That you need to actually drag those 4 liters of detergent with you. So I totally get that. The only thing which I would like to know a little more is about the space. How do you see the space in after all this, let's say, is over? Like, is it the new way also in the logistics? Or like, tell us a little bit more. Like, there's a lot of mystery with that. We want to understand a little bit more on that side. What do you do?
Okay, since we still have some minutes left, I would start from early beginning. And my friend and business partner Olari, who is also in this chat at the moment, we were celebrating my birthday party at in London, and our families were there. And my wife, she wanted to give him a present. That was a horse statue, the wooden horse, pretty large, so it wouldn't fit it in any luggage. But we arrived with the airline, and obviously there were no chance to get it back home together with us. So we started to search for a solution, and we realized that merchants at the flea markets and in general, they don't have an access to international logistics. So coming back home, since that wasn't the first time, for instance, if you are shopping shoes in Italian some supermarket or outlet storage, then would you like to keep the boxes? I think so, right? So if you buy your 5 or 6 pairs, how would you send them back home? There's no way. Still, there's no way. And we started to build a global network of traditional logistic service providers, expecting them to come online and start servicing our customers. But after some time, we realized that those guys, they are not ready to be online. So now we are building tools to bring them online. And in less than a year, you will see that Space had become a marketplace from one side, aggregating different logistic service providers of all sizes across the globe. And from the other side, we'll give an access to this platform to manufacturers, to merchants, and why not to individuals. It's a huge marketplace. Like if you think on booking.com, but for shipping.
Wow.
That's what we're doing.
So
And
basically you go around with your mobile phone, let's say we're back in a time that we can travel. That would be nice to start with now. So you go around with your mobile phone, you see, okay, I want to buy this painting, and then you are able to order that service with your phone, or how does it?
Yes. We are mobile first, of course.
Wow, that's
So
incredible.
you can ship everything from everywhere to anywhere at a competitive price.
Wow, that's incredible, because then you don't really and I'm really sure that it will be still less cheaper than, for example, even if you go for shopping and then when you need to pay the extra bag at the airport, I'm pretty sure that the price would be very competitive with.
Well, yes, price is just one part of the game, because it's always a convenience. So how do you get this stuff to the airport? How do you pack it, etc., etc.
True, very true. I'm very happy that we talked about many different ways. I hope that whoever was watching now and did not join us, but in the middle we were able to, the live actually started in the middle. I'm sorry who missed the beginning. We will put also the video up or recording up after we finish. So just to, if we wrap up, what would be the 3 recommendations today for, especially for people, I think, which are in need of new opportunity, or they are looking for access to a new thing or new change in their life? What would you recommend?
Yes, I have been thinking on that lately. Thanks for asking, because we are blessed and doomed with an access to every piece of information on the globe, and you will always find what you're looking for. So first time I would recommend to switch off your negative social media and any negative input from media. If you want facts, there are websites where you can monitor facts, and actually you don't need even those too much, because the real facts that you need to know, you will know somehow anyways. I would say that from your hairdresser, but you most probably will meet your hairdresser in 6 weeks, at least in Europe, because it's serious here. And as my aunt, who is 69, she's really badly sick with corona. I was speaking with her today. She's in hospital in very bad shape, getting better a bit. And she sent you all one message. You don't want to get it. It's really bad. It's worse than anything she had experienced so far. So first of all, stay healthy. Please take those seriously. Everything your government is telling you. And if they are not telling yet, then please look at the countries who started to act earlier. So protect yourself, first of all. And then just ask right questions from Google. And you will definitely find the right answers. And network with entrepreneurs, because there's always a need for brain power, always. And from Estonia, we started this biohack The first event happened like 2 weeks ago, and now we have an initiative of Global Hack. It's up and running. We are collecting ideas to implement immediately, to make an effect immediately. Investors are putting money in. There are tons of mentors. So just Google, find those spaces and see how you can be of help. If you're not a coder, doesn't matter. You can be mentor, you can be business developer, whatever. And you can start building your future today.
So everybody who's looking at this, we have a specific page open, which is the same name as we have How to Dominate the Decade Under Current Circumstances. Please come to the page. This is going to be an active page in sharing the information on everything that we have been discussing in those talks. Obviously, we are building it up, so patience. But leave there your comments, leave there where we can help you. Ask questions, don't be afraid to ask for help. We are here. That's why there's a lot of coaches, that's why there's a lot of speakers and authors which are ready to mentor you. So whether it's business, whether it's mindset, whether it's wherever you see a lack that I'm missing this in order to find a solution or to find a solution for my problem, for example. And obviously, also, if you're looking at this and hearing like, oh my God, I should share my knowledge on that and that would add value for a lot of people. So please get in contact with us, share your ideas, share your knowledge with us, and together we can do so much more. Today, just in this call that we have obviously Aleksander and a lot of people from Estonia. Thank you for joining us. We have people from UK. We have people from Ecuador. We have people from we have Peru and United States. So although our environments are different, what we are battling currently is the same problem. We all face the same type of problems. And exactly, like maybe today someone was really listening to Aleksander and got an excellent idea. Even him giving the example by if you have a restaurant and you close down, how can you serve the people and take the food to home, or whatever the service can be. Think out of the box. And if you don't know how to do it, then join the calls and listen in. Just learn and listen. And the other point, which I really, really appreciate you, Aleksander, every single here and there, you were pointing out, learn, have coach. This is the time to really, really focus on your weaknesses in order to get backtrack and be stronger, no?
That's an excellent idea, yes.
So let's see. Someone was sending. Huh? Okay, that's very good. So all the information about the biohack is already here, and we are going to share this information also in the Facebook page and on Coral Desk. So, do we have any questions? Do we have any recommendations? I know that that we do have. I wanted to bring on Olari, but Olari knew and left. So is there anyone who wants to add on anything? Now would be the moment to raise the hand. Or if you don't want to speak, you can also ask questions in the chat area.
Everyone is
so
on the
what is your vision on when this all of this is going to end? What is your gut feeling saying? Not the statistics, not anything. What does your gut feeling say?
Well, yeah, obviously we don't have a crystal ball here, but based on our experience from China, we expect economy to be relaunched in June, and there's still a chance that we're going to have a second wave maybe in early October, but we'll be prepared then. And the only reason we had to halt the economy today was the misbelief of people. Well, I think, well, I strongly believe, I want to believe that if we're going to have the necessary data earlier, majority of the economy would still be running. So if we learn the lesson well, then I think we're going to have a busy summer, and we'll be able to meet again with our hairdresser. So if you want my bet, I bet that on the first week of June, I will meet my hairdresser.
That's very, that gives a lot of hope and a lot of, most probably, nevertheless, in Mexico, we are a little behind. We are just, and especially here in Baja California Sur, where we are, we started to have our cases, first ones last week. So we are pretty much in the beginning of where you are already seeing that might be the big time would be very close to you now, no?
I really suggest you guys to learn from Europe and learn fast. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to be you.
So do you think a lot of people are questioning today, just 2 days ago, our hotel association took that very drastic measure to close down all the hotels for the month of April. Do you think that was a wise idea?
Well, if we wouldn't want to run the program to get rid of old people, then yes.
Okay, that's a very good answer. So, Aleksander, thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time, all your knowledge or your recommendations. So please look up for the information that Aleksander just shared here. Obviously, we're going to share this on our site and on the platforms, different platforms, and those platforms are, one is Coral Desk, then World Women's Conference and Awards, and the specific page which we have created for everybody which is taking part of those talks is how to dominate the decade under current circumstances. Please look up the page, leave your comments. How can we improve? How can we add more value to you? And also leave your questions. This is the best way that we can actually support you if you don't want to open up your mouth. But don't be alone. Ask for help. Look for, there's so many channels today that are offering the help. Take the online courses. There's so many of them which are without any costs. Most of the even very big names are actually offering them for free. So just look them up and take the time to actually learn something new. Thank you very much, and with everybody that speaks Spanish, we will be live in 1 hour and 20 minutes. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.